Okay, if you're on schedule like you should be, this is Wednesday. You've already played through your warm-ups, you've played through your lip slurs or chromatic scales, or if you're a woodwind player, right? And you've reviewed your major scales. And the major scale that's most important today is the concert B flat scale because that's our key signature in this one, right? So let's play through that one together. The concert B flat scale. And 1, 2, ready. As always, what you want to pay attention to there, of course, is that seventh note. That is an A natural, and you just need to be aware of that. Those do appear in this piece of music. That concert A natural appears in here. B natural for clarinets and trumpets, right? F sharp saxes. So as always, we already took care of the key signature, right? We know those are the notes that we're going to play. That's what the key signature tells us. Key signature tells us which scale those are the notes we're gonna play. And then the time signature, we're in 3/4. This shouldn't feel foreign to us because we already did a couple solos last week in 3/4, and of course we worked with contempo and some other things, right? So this is not an issue for us. So I'm going to count through this, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about style. And once again, I'll demonstrate a couple of things in here for you to pay attention to before you get this ready. This is one of those lines, especially for concert band students when they get to this, is because it's all black until you get to this last measure. Um, you got to make sure that you're really thinking the counting, okay? They're not all eighth notes or they're not all quarter notes. And some, especially concert band kids, will tend to do that. They'll just play everything as a quarter note. You've got to make sure that you're paying attention to this part of the note. Okay, if your notes are written right side up like the clarinets and trumpets, you got to be paying attention up here. Yes, you're looking at lines and spaces, but you've also got to be using peripheral vision to see, is there a beam or a flag or not? Okay, so this one is ready, set, and go. 1, 2, tay, 3, tay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, tay, 3, tay. 1, 2, 3. 1, rest, 2, rest, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3. 1, tay, 2, 3, tay. 1. Two weird measures. This measure. Everything else has been 1, 2, tay, 3, tay, right? Quarter note, 4/8 notes, or just three-quarter notes. Pretty straightforward. And then this one changes it up. 1 tay, 2, 3 tay, 1. In fact, even symphonic band, I recommend you clap this one several times. Okay, clap that 3 or 4 times, get it nice and solid, and then go back and play it on your instrument, right? And in fact, I'm gonna suggest that everybody play this on a concert F one time. The other weird measure is this one right here, the 1 rest, 2 rest, 3 rest. So clearly they want a short note followed by silence, short note followed by silence, short note followed by silence. But you notice they put the legato marking. It's actually called a tenuto, but we use it to represent legato. So they don't actually want a short note, but they do want an eighth note. So again, they want some body here. He could have written it as 3 quarter notes that were staccato, but I think that would have looked, compared to everything else, which is nice and smooth and legato in here, that would have like kind of stood out and been weird. So these are long notes, right? So I'm actually going to play the rhythm on a concert F. You can play along with me. 1, 2, 3, play the rhythm. So with that in mind, you can kind of hear in this measure what's going on. I tried to play nice full eighth notes that didn't go too long. You don't want to go into the rests. And I did sneak a breath here. And really, let's be honest, you should be able to do this in one breath. Maybe not tubas. Okay. Flutes, maybe, but one breath. Okay. All right. So stylistically, this should be nice and smooth. Okay, I am tonguing the beginning of each slurs, but it's a gentle legato tongue, like we practice in the articulation drill, right? And then here, so this is, It's almost closer to a lifted quarter note. I wouldn't call it a staccato quarter note. It's almost lifted, that da da da. We just want that sliver of daylight in there, but it shouldn't be a tiny sliver. It should be, half the note. Okay, again, very easy, very playable. This one's more about style, and this is just a nice, pretty little moving little piece. Okay, and then so tomorrow's Thursday. I'm not giving you a Friday assignment because of Good Friday. And if the school gets mad at me for that, then I guess the school gets mad at me for that. But that's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you 4 for this week. All right.